look of things.
Just trying to lock 2 players at the C site while they walk up A.
A wall that I think I've seen King do last year, actually, with Leviathan.
So Superman is going to be catching contact. They've spotted him and now getting a bit of a move on. They're going to try and run this guy down. Superman, he's got to vacate, but he's really at the back against the wall. He's trapped into the corner. Wow. Still takes him out, though. It's a snake bite. Zeppa's going to be following up anyway with the trade. We're seeing Icy getting involved now. He's tapping away, see if they can push them back and still not dislodging him from this spot. Icy! He's pulling it out of nowhere, man. He's a one-man army at this point. Offloads the nade and even gets some kills off the back of it. Not quite a 4-piece, but
get confidence on stage, confidence in the match, and he's just taking off, so
yeah,
I'm proud of him.
It will be interesting to see what he plays on Haven and Binder, because they have been running him a little bit on stuff like Cypher, so...
Yeah, he has tier 2 experience on that agent, on Sentinel, so he can play it all.
This might be his map, though, to go crazy.
The seawall's interesting. I wonder if they're going to keep it the whole time.
Looking for a way in. Indecision, really, but the classic in Anoxy. Okay, he's taking out Superman. Full start of util from EG, trying to prevent them getting a little bit further forwards. A lot of bodies stacked up here.
And Icy would love these kills.
He's almost getting a second.
I mean, Icy would love these kills, though. He's halfway up to his showstopper. If he manages to snack on a few more people, he's going to have a massive snowball ultimate that's amazing on defense. And you don't have this wall over towards A to try to take this space in a rubble reclear kind of style. But C9, there's nobody home defending, so they just get in for free. But that is going to be something to keep an eye on in these later rifle rounds.
It's just, he's going to be hearing a lot of this. Sees the door being spun. Haunt as well. It's going to be a free plant for C9. Going to need a little bit more, though, where that came from. Working with a player disadvantage.
I'll tell you what,
disadvantage.
Zeppa's getting up to his ultimate as well. I was talking about Icy snowballing, but Zeppa's nearly got his online for third.
Sees the contact. I'm just going to send it flying forwards anyway, trying to take the timing off of it. It's Icy. Locks on. It's a cheeky idea.
It's bold.
Do appreciate it. Sees is going to be catching those. Zeppa's cannot hear a bloody thing, and he's being swarmed. Hold on with the right clicks. He's trying to do the work.
Oh, that's kind of nasty. Zeppa's got his ult online round 3.
Thanks.
That's pretty impressive considering you didn't win pistol or the force than a C lurk wall to me.
Steady for now, though. There's no push back on EG's side. Superman going to be hearing a lot of this noise coming his way. Put up his own orb. Pull Derek over to try and help him out here, but this is going to be a full hit coming through momentarily. Steel Gardens drop down, lay it down. It's going to be a lot of it. Missiles and the snake bite. Zeppa is barely alive.
That's from the vulnerable as well.
Yeah, tagging him all the way down. Season an 8. We pulled out there by EG, hoping for a cheeky kill, an easy one perhaps, but Mitch is now going to be hard committing for the plan. Getting that one down. C9 getting themselves into the post. A lot of stray damage. These bullets are landing, hitting their targets. EG are getting whittled down before this retake can even really begin. Derek's getting a move on now, though. Trying to make moves in. That is snappy from Mitch. He's got backup. They can sense it now. C9 are going to be hunting for these stragglers.
And at this point, when the Viper wall goes up in the post plant, it's basically over. So it's a good game plan coming from C9.
Yeah, he's doing some damage, though. Decent.
I mean, they put it back at A, but changing up the wall can just shift the defense in ways that you want, because you know they can't just put an alarm bot to hold something.
Look at this. I mean, conditioning it as well. Going for the A wall and insta-hitting on C again. EG kind of bit on that, decided to fight over rubble, and C9 have got themselves a free C site. Going in the opposite direction to the Viper wall.
Now, though, it's going to be fast and loose. Showstopper in Icy's hands. Door's already opened up wide, trying to make moves again, but no one's giving him an easy target. No one's giving him a free fight. His bullets fired off. Rattle, they're seeing if they can force the fight into spawn. It's up to Superman to hold them back. Oxy, it's crispy. Snaps back with the rifle, and now he's doing some serious damage up onto the site. He's alone, though. Flipped ever so slightly, doubled up and swinging through. It's all the rifles, though.
The human recon, or like owl drone, I guess.
Prowler's going to be clearing a lot of this one. There's bodies reinforcing up towards the A side. EG, they are getting a bit of a move on, but only working with just the pistols. Trying to isolate, split up most of the site to make it a little bit easier here. Nightfall's going to be committed. Cloud9 get a couple of tags and still getting into the plant themselves. Prowlers are going to be broken down. EG needs some crispy shots while they're at it. That's a good start. Sharp off the ball. We're going to see a few more, though. Oxy is eager to see if he can step straight up to it. A lot of damage done. Hold on. What a shot. Oxy seeking to reposition now, but he's feeling that pressure and the hurt coming towards him. EG have got them surrounded. Overdrive!
Oh. Good positioning from EG as well. Now we're just going to walk out A, contact.
Yeah, a bit more of a standard approach to this round from C9. Last time they put the wall here, EG fought heavy for a rubble, and C9 actually used it as a fake and just went for a full C exec. So EG not contesting the space. We haven't actually had a full team fight brawl for map control at the start of any of these rounds. The teams have been missing each other somewhat.
They might get it now, though. Nature walking up. A few signs of life, but now the door opens. He hears the Prowler. Feels like a lot of pressure coming towards A. Smoke in your face on top of it. You're going to be going straight into perhaps Icy. Needs some assistance, though. He's going to be stunned up. Prowler into your face. And the glide to the side. Oxy is traded out. Yeah, he's trying to be onto the scene of the crime. See if he can offset most of this one. Lining up almost for it. Not dead yet is available. He wants to send it. EG are making movements forwards. EG Derry is trying to make a go of it. Still, that season a snake bite. That is a foul combo. Where the hell do you even run? You have to step forwards into him, but into the bloody maw. And time has been bought here. Still the tap, looking for that extra response of EG. Barely giving it. These players now isolated. EG going to be falling.
And the faster tempo is working really nicely for them.
Bring them down.
See, again, a bit of congestion. EG's money going to be knocked down again. You are right, Josh. I mean, Cloud9 been struggling on these slower attack side rounds, but
I mean, only in a few of them. They lost 4 rounds, something like that, against Furia on their attack side of Haven, but they were pretty much clinical everywhere else in that series. It is against Furia, though.
Yeah.
And I'll leave you to make the judgment on what I mean by that.
Just walking up here. There's plenty of util left to spare. You're going to be hearing that one with the drone crossed up, but that's a tag up onto it. Oxy stunned up. Derek manages to at least hold control of it, but Zeppa is instantly in there. In their faces. Brings it down to a 3v3 now, getting into the post. Players trickling in. EG looking to see if they can group up for it. We'll see if there's another miracle up their sleeves. Good C's, good connection. The bullets, the nade, net! Bloody hell, yeah, he's not surviving that. Now even a nightfall being committed. EG think it's winnable. He'll be sending it forwards, flying. The Prowler and a Haunt has to be dealt with instantly at that, but no sound cues. Vic has to rely on that raw aim side by side. Him and Zeppa bringing it to them, but EG battling back. It's a 1v2 that Zeppa's found himself in. Smokes on smokes that he's hiding inside. Complicated task. Bit of a puzzle to work out, but he's isolated it and found the kills he needs.
EG starting with nearly 4 players on B.
They're kind of going for that packed approach, like 1-3-1, just flood either site. Icy's going for the passive line on the op from Break Room, which is really underrated. Sometimes it's hard to clear that guy. I won't be surprised if Net just accidentally takes a bad fight when the wall goes down, but
Icy's just clearing up here. A bit worried about the Viper wall and whether someone could have taken a timing against him. But the Viper wall is cycling pretty quickly, so it's offering him opportunities to keep re-clearing this with the op.
Play a bit more aggro. He has the ult if needed.
Derek just re-cleared C with his drone, so they're going to be stacking towards A. I want to see them get on site a little bit, but maybe they're just going for the retake with the Razor.
Oh, he's got smoked off.
No one's home, so the Nightfall's not going to be connecting onto any players. Open access to the site. Haunt has another level of insurance. It's going to be all committed in through the back. The Thorns up through Heaven. Good luck trying to retake through that spot.
I like the one-way smoke here more than this one that Oxy's hidden inside of, but we'll see what happens when it disappears.
They're all grouped up. What will always be used at their disposal. There's going to be a lot of util. Bit of a blind up. Icy. Hold on, he's got a rocket into his hands. The gun's going to be taken away. Snaps to the side. He's only got the shorty. He's trying to cower and hide. But he's going to be hunted and rooted out. Ult used on either side in a 3v3 now. It's really getting thick and fast here. Shots popped off. Snakebite. Just standing down into that net. You're ticking down. He's got to help though. Vic just responds in kind.
You haven't had a chance to respond, whether through big performances on an individual or just good team play. C9 are owning.
Here we go. TP into the spawn as well. This is going to be so in disinformation as well. Vic's going to be going for it. Eventually gets the kill. He's even looking for a little bit more. Tappy. He's taking his time with these shots as well. He's got to. Yeah, he does answer, but Oxy's immediately in your face. This is looking like almost a wrap at this point. Looking towards round 12. Cloud9 have just been steamrolling them. Like you said, Josh, I mean, it's just been hero plays, but
Well,
They're racking up the rounds.
Yeah, not all of them.
Not all hero
but there
plays,
have been,
but the early ones.
Yeah, there've been like 2 rounds that really got them going that were big hero plays, and then
A quick, and they're sensing no pressure, so they're just going to go straight in.
Yeah, contact re-clear EG, just trying to take control of the map.
I mean, this is quite a big one because Zeppa going down means access to the flank is open. Maybe Nettle tried to pick that up, but you've got a 5v4 retake here with tons of different angles that EG can be coming from. A chance to make this an 8-4 half.
Doubled up, yeah, he's not ready for it. He's going to be popping off the ult though, at least not dead. Yeah, coverage is there. Icy finding it. Here we go, double satchel into the players. Oh, that is the...
Play at any pace they want when you have this much utility. Kind of just going for the C-mount control with the drone. They want to save all their big pieces to go for the sight hit, it seems like. Save the eyes, save the missiles, and just try to overwhelm.
It's all picked up, waiting for the right time to strike. Orb's going to be replacing the smoke though. Puts a bit of a pause into the Zeppa VG. Another Prowler to re-clear from Cloud9 side of things over towards a Rubble. They're still heavy stacked of at least 3 players.
Yeah, they're maybe just looking for that Superman lurk. He loves going for those mid to late round A Rubble lurks.
Couple of straight shots though, and then we're going to see it. Teo Salvo's dropped down, trying to clear away here, but Net is sharp. Just shooting up into the sky there, and even Superman's lurk going to be caught and watched for. It's damage done across the board here. EG need to take risks, but as they do so, they're just getting chipped and whittled down. Only 2 left to try and put a stand against this one. At least the plan is a consolation prize, but they're just going to be hoping for a little bit more than that. But still, blinded as anything. Haunt at your back. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Cloud9 at this point might...
Lacking the stingers might be rough.
Yeah, they're going to be meeting their match potentially here. It's a wall that's just being propped up, put up. Cloud9 have the guns in hand to see if they can really do some damage. The Seize is good though with that connection, but it's only 1 kill. As I say that, yay. Okay. Yaster rolling up the sleeves, trying to get it done. Supermundo caught onto the flank again, trying to get those lurks off to give his team potential pivot options. Not ideal, but guns are in the hands of these EG players.
Yeah, he's running it.
Yeah.
Very confident about this. Caught a timing past the Prowler, but now he's been seized.
Seize have been good. Connection again. Derek just needs to hold some ground.
Look at Net's position coming up behind.
They might not be anticipating this one here. The Prowler even getting that connection, but a knife out, guns out. And the time he's caught. Derek, he's found it. Hold on, it's now a 2v2. EG trying to hold this one down. It's a difficult one to try and move past Cloud9. They've got a lot to try and do, but just getting spat down in the smoke. There's not much you can really do in that spot. Mitch, last one left in a 1v2. Hoping to ISO these fights, but EG got discipline now. They're not giving anything away for free. Making him work for it, and Mitch realizes it. Can't win the spot.
That's a big round from EG. That's exactly what they needed to get back into this game. It was going to be...
Money's going to be flipped around, though. It's EG working with it. Slow beginnings for them. Nice and spread out.
EG are generally quite a slow-tempo team on Lotus. They like allowing time for Superman to work his magic on the A site. It does seem like C9 are pretty ready for it, though, on the pistol and on this round. They've had massive, like, re-clear, refight ideas.
Oh, here we go. Superman is hard committed up towards Rubble. Needs some power for Derek. Is he going to be the one to supply it? Doesn't look likely. Overwhelmed and swarmed. Cloud9 to get a gun for their troubles.
That's the aim punch off the Classic, I think, there. Just knocked his Guardian aim in the air.
Derek still trying to hold this one down. What a shot by Vic. Return of the fire again. EG getting a move on, though. It's a fast reaction from them, realizing that the bulk of Cloud9 was making that play towards A.
Can't be winning on the Force and then losing on the anti-eco. That would be devastating for EG.
EG opting to take more space towards that waterfall area, and that saved them this round. Now they have a perfect read of where they're going to retake from, and no way Vic is ready for that.
Yeah, this is a deep push. Catching Vic unaware. Weapon might be able to get picked up here, but Net is first one taking point, taking contact. He's only got the pistol to really do the job in that spot. As I say that, only a pistol. He's still making it work. Come down. Half HP, enough that Icy can mop him up, but Mitch has been left towards it, and to do it all in a 1v2. Tricky spot. He's hunting for these last remaining players. He's caught the back of Nature's. Bit whiffy there with a Bulldog, but spam through the wall should do the job. Should is the key word. Off of it from Mitch. He realizes it. Wasn't
side as well, but then pick up a kill immediately after on that player that had committed Rubble. It's not often, actually, that you see the Not Dead Yet find value.
And Rake looking for an easy fight. If they can, well, at least hoping, I think that EG would step forwards and opt into it.
Are they going to get a read at some point that C9 have been just insanely stacked A at the start of every round here?
Oxy is... he's dancing with death there.
But he has got himself in a pushed-up position with a bucket.
Mate, it's getting dicey.
But he's giving value to his team here because they're allowed to go and stack B and C off the back of him sat here as a bullet sponge. Don't worry, guys. I got it locked down. 22 health in a dream.
Drone's going to be clearing him, though. Oxy realizes he needs to break that one and get the hell out of there.
He's doing good.
Yeah,
Staying
he
alive
is.
as well, just making it hard for EG to understand what's going on in the round.
And they're really funneling them into this stack on C.
There's an ult as well that Zeppa's got.
That's going to equal, well, wouldn't just equalize things. It would give C9 a pretty big gun advantage.
It really would. I think they're waiting for the hard missile. Zeppa's in the perfect place for it, just to let it loose. Collapse on them, but 30 seconds left. You're going straight into this one. The shear's still up, not being baited out from Prior. This is going to be splitting up the fight for Oxy. Potentially take something. Salvo's forward for Satchel from Icy. What a shot! It's Bucky, and almost a collateral in nature.
20
Brings
seconds.
him down, 20 seconds, getting a scramble, getting a move on, Mitch! He's got the sidearms out, man. Trying to take some pot shots at them. Net is containing. Stay back at your feet. Vulnerable's up, and the spike's going to be reclaimed. You got 10 seconds to do this. Superman going to get a move on now. There's Thorns, though, paranoia. It's all sweeping forwards, and suddenly your chances down to naught. Too much time ticked off. And Cloud9 get a thrifty of their own.
Cloud9 always want to go for this stun at A main because EG's not running an Omen comp, so they can't TP to Rubble, break that first line of sight from the defense. So they should be. This round is just like a show, like a fake. They want to show the stun and go stack C.
Yeah. Leave the Vice set up over towards A.
Usually they've been stacked so heavy on it. And EG, again, I think getting the wrong read here, right? It looks quite similar to the Eco round where EG are scared of Rubble and so are going into the stack. But even if you go into A this time, it's a nightmare. Zeppa's got all of his Vice util there, a Vice ultimate to work with as well, and that'll just buy enough time for a rotate and a retake.
Down to the minute mark, too. The longer you take with this A Rubble clear, if you try and hard commit into that with all that Vice util, you are not getting the plan down.
Well, at least here the drone comes, the Viper wall is up, or the orb at least. So they know that there's nobody contesting this space. They might get a read that they're playing A retake. The ults would indicate that they're playing some part of the map for retake.
Hard committed.
I gave the confirmation here.
Yeah, no one on side, but the Thorns already popped off, deaded. Even an ult of his own. Ice is going to be moving forwards now, trying to lay claim to most of this space with the rocket in his hands. Hawk clears through into the back of the site. No one's home, though. Cloud9 playing all the way back now, looking to retake with ult to their own.
You need some aggression here, don't you?
Yeah, using that Razor early.
Here it is. It's a Nightfall and a Salvos as well. It's going to be choking them all the way out with that steel guarded on top of it. Shorty in hand, glide to the side. Oxy, he found his mark, found his target. Midge is also doing some decent damage, but the pit, lay it down as another thing entirely. Trying to navigate this one, could still be winnable. As these players are getting picked to pieces now. It's time to edge into the favor of Cloud9.
One enemy
Still with full control of it, the overdrive. You just send Oxy in to go kill, and the rest of you can clean it all up. Cloud9 now finding that 11th round.
Good retake coming from C9. They got a lot of those early kills. Oxy getting that kill.
9. They do like to alternate the setups a lot, especially with the conditioning nice and early. It's Prowler's exchange down towards B main. Heavy group up from EG. You got the Stingers in your hands, close quarter weaponry. I call for the B pop, but trying to work that map. The door's opened up wide here. They can try and take these fights and split these players up entirely. Stun, it's already down and out. Icy was just basically a lamb to the slaughter. Moving forwards, trying to vacate. Yay, can't survive. It's cleanup duty entirely here for Cloud9, and the spike is in your laps.
They're so good at baiting Oxy in those kind of spots.
That was beautiful, Micro. Wall up, run into B, make him chase, and there's a guy behind.
Yeah.
Unlucky.
And then Vic's on top of the box watching in case anybody on mound goes for the push. He's watching again here.
One enemy
Sees the
remaining.
push, claims the kill.
One of those rounds where C9 are in control of everything and just funneling EG around the map.
Yeah, that was a sick call. I think maybe
Find that next one up. Heavy presence over towards man.
Yeah, but also the Vice utility behind. So this early pressure probably going to dissolve after a certain timing. And they're doing the same play again.
Irrelevant.
And just the door opened up and there's no pressure coming in through that one other section, and Oxy knows it. Tucked into the corner to seize. And if Oxy didn't finish him up, then they probably would have. Still trying to claim those fights, and Vic is just about evacuating, but the door's opened up and Zeppa still committed. But that Armageddon's going to force you out into the open. And Vic does supply and help out all the way here. Derek's still alive, but not for much longer. Vic helping him out. Another fully claimed up fight, and Superman, they are aware of this guy's games. Alert plays, going to be shut down net. Too smart for it. 13-7 Cloud9. very clean opening. Slow going for now.
Potential fight over A lobby, actually. Icy might have a lot on his plate here.
Deep cam though, there's a flash in your face.
And we're not going loud as Cena. We're going kind of quiet. They don't really know what to expect here if you're EG. We're just going pretty straight.
Yeah, here it is. Yeah, updraft and a dash. Dart into the back as well, full clearance into B. Plan 2, nothing to push this one back in. It's a 3-2-1 push through the smoke, and they do get a trade-off online, so EG have that advantage. Icy's feeling that pressure, the paranoia, there's no avoiding it, and he's going to be meeting his match. Plenty of bodies ready to clean up that kill.
He delayed them for a good while, though. These positions from Nature, Ye, and Derek are really unknown.
Yeah, he's going to be hearing all the footsteps.
Yeah, he's going to go for this late wrap, yeah.
Yeah, the timing could be his already. A lot of util has to be expended.
That smoke's dangerous, though.
That smoke, it is dangerous. Aftershock to buy a bit more time, and it's being watched for. Net, he's got his eye onto it. Spotting out at least one of the players, and he wins out a critical fight. Mitch already sticking. Right clicks. Nature, where the hell are you pulling this from? What is that? It's back from the brink.
I think EG will be pretty happy about that one. Saved from the brink, and C9 again, kind of right place, right time.
Derek spotted obviously there, right?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he did.
He did, right.
He must have.
Well,
They
he's
haven't
just
used the
taking it
aftershock to clear close though. Swings out wide, still going to be toppling and falling. Oxy's trying to take a timing, I think, in the midst of all of that one. Stunned and slowed down to a crawl, but pure disrespect. EG realized that, okay, well, we should be able to make our way over towards A.
I like Oxy just greeding for that ult orb, getting good information that they're headed over towards Mitch. What do you think about this Viper wall versus the other one they were running on the pistol that's more of a flood C wall?
Yeah, I was going to note that as well because C9 is showing the front B wall to A. This is more of just like a... Oh, wow. This is more of just like a passive wall, make them side exec, and it's strong to hold the chokes, while the other one allows for more like random timings down mid. Like you can wall up, walk down mid. It kind of cuts off that grass and window clearance.
Yeah. Very good at blocking a Killjoy turret, but
yeah.
I mean, Icy can still get cams that go kind of past.
Right. Ideally, you want to start a guy in garage to try to break that camera every round. You can't let that get value as a defender. But yeah, I'm curious to see what C9 opts for because the play styles are different depending on what wall you're on.
Okay, Oxy.
Clothesline.
Yeah.
From
Pace
the
of
top
the road
rope.
medicine.
Go on, get another.
Got a gut. Players are trying to square up to him.
Faking
Minus
like he's
however
running
many
away.
credits that is, yeah. Faking like he's running away, cleaning up a few kills. Yay, though. Just Luke Craig
That's a cool smoke, though, to put it on plat. I haven't seen that.
Ooh, Icy. Taking liberties over towards A. Does he expect the second play, though? Mitch is trying to take up a bit of that space over towards A lobby. Vic even going for a peek of his own, but he's going to be dropped.
5v3, and you have the breach ult to be able to work with. Even with the lighter weaponry, EG should be able to win a bonus here. They've started out great.
Yeah, some confident peaks coming from C9, but EG's feeling it, just putting it right down.
Yeah, Mitch trying to play a bit of an off angle, trying to get ahead of the util. Nature's holding it. Thinks twice against using it.
Derek should be droning this, surely. Oh, they get away with it anyway.
Yeah, it's a nice shot from Nature. There could have been danger there, but now it just leaves it just to Zephyr and Net. They're already getting a bit of a move on towards A, but I mean, you've got no money to buy into the next at this point. In a 2v4, I don't think you can even really go for this.
Yeah, going for the save already.
But also, yeah, I mean, they haven't even forced out the breach ultimate. At least if the drone had taken contact with somebody, maybe you would have forced out Nature's ultimate. I mean, maybe not in a 4v2, but at least there would have been a chance of pulling out util like that. And now, C9 are just setting themselves up for getting ecoed again, even if they force, or, you know, the snowball can really happen here for EG on their attack side. And I didn't catch how the player died over towards A long.
Straight up fight, I think.
Icy just straight up fought him. I think he camped short, got insulated from short, and just took the long duel.
Yeah, because Mitch threw a flash into A lobby, I believe, but it's not like this C9 composition is actually going to apply too much pressure in A lobby.
Yeah, right. Your only tools are like maybe the snake bite if you want to throw it from long and an omen flash from short. Other than that, like Sky Flash is doing nothing.
Zephyr just trying to puff his chest up, make it feel like there's a bit of a defense going on, but this drone is going to call this bluff, I think. They're not going into it just yet, though.
Yeah, smokes up in your face. Slower play could be, I mean, listen, a bit painful maybe if EG slip up here, especially with Oxy so forward.
Yeah, this is a really deep position.
He's only held back by the trip for now. They're going to explore.
Contacting,
walking into it. Ooh. I want to say a bit unlucky for Oxy there, but honestly, Superman does clean them up. And now moving over towards the A site. Yeah, with Mitch getting picked off, it's just clinical at this point. EG, they're still not looking to commit
I want to
to
note something. So, like, EG on this map, which isn't their pick, are actually playing really good macro, inserting their outlaw at C, going back, re-clearing window, re-clearing A line. But on Lotus of their own map pick, I saw a lot of 4-1ing and not this slow style, not trying to manipulate the rotates and, you know, dot their I's, cross their T's. But right now they look really good, man.
The dart from Zimbabwe to land
and not getting involved
Haven.
in the actual hit.
Yeah,
I hate those darts, bro. It's like, we're coming A, we're coming A, we're coming A, we're coming A, land.
EG, they're up 4-1. They just slightly wasted a breach ultimate round. And Oxy versus Ye in mid.
Take a peek there. Knives aren't going to be doing much against that one. Oxy, operator in his hands. He's got the ball. He's got for seconds. He claims it. He takes it. Revealed up. We'll have to respect that dart in his face. Deep smoke as well makes it a little bit more awkward. But EG already down 2 players. It's difficult for them. I think the Nanos one was broken there, so not going to be shifted off, or maybe not.
Yeah, I think it was broken, actually. And Icy just secured all of this space. He's taken down the turret. Zephyr feeling the pressure from C-Long as well, though. Now he has a smoke, he'll be able to reposition.
Potential help as well coming from C9. They are nearby.
Seeker's cleared out all the way down A-Long. I mean, Mitch is really confident not to call for help on this side of the map.
EG calling for a pause, hoping there's some re-exploration, but yeah, Mitch's util is not getting any acknowledgement. They know that these players are going to be sitting. What a timing there from Icy. Reveal up net. Couldn't manage to dart in time, but Oxy's got his eyes on that target, on that line of sight. My God, man. It's ripping them apart. One player left to stand, 1 bullet in the op, and an ace is potentially his, but Derek's going to be making moves elsewhere. First contact's going to be taken by different players here, and they've got this one locked up.
That whole seed line and allows the rest of his team to worry about the rest of what's going on.
C9 and Muda set up as well.
C9 are actually anticipating a B end here, early round. They've got 2 players, including Vic tucked. And that smoke, making them worried about Superman for just a moment. But no longer. Look how much confidence they have in Oxy.
Look at the way he's playing. Pushed all the way up. It's vital that Net holds on to garage control.
Yeah, this is where the Viper Wall gets so much value in contesting that garage default, where you're trying to get the Sova drone in with the smoke, put some pressure, but wall goes up, Molly can come out, and you full deny it. And combo with the Skydog, you're going to get good information, but they only saw Cypher, so they don't know too much about the round yet.
EG also doesn't quite know, though, that the Killjoy setup is over here. They'll probably hear the turret over here, but...
Moved. Nanoswarm plays for the Cloudburst dash as well. It's a little bit deeper. Lambot can get triggered up. It's the orb up in its place. Now Stun does not get the connection off. There's a gap that Mitch can play in. Stalled out entirely. Yeah, updraft. He's flashed up. Blind as anything. He was trying to get involved at least. But Superman, he's taking matters up into his own hands forwards. EG dissecting the site. At a moment's notice there.
Real slow take.
C9's game, yeah, it was very slow, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, they baited out the defensive pieces of utility quite nicely, actually. And Ye's Cloudburst offering an opportunity for Superman to get in, almost as the Omen doing the Jet's job. But I think Vic and Oxy should be locked out of this round. Oxy's going to want to hold on to the operator, and EG have just secured themselves a round. That really feels like EG figuring out how C9 want to be throwing their defensive util and maneuvering around it.
I think them knowing that the turret was A and the alarm bot going off just gave him that like instant sense of, hey, we have to bait out mollies, and actually the Viper rotated in too, so like, yeah, their play pattern fell perfectly.
Setup, at least at the beginning.
Yeah, it is. Maybe Mitch playing a bit more aggro. Seeing if he can punish the early cam that Icy's been placing, but Icy's looking towards mid instead.
He also didn't throw an early flash into A lobby, so he might be saving that for a reclear.
Yeah.
I mean, he's saving it, yeah, just sends one over there for a little bit of information.
Yeah, EG's doing the classic open A, insert 3, and have Cypher Sova go pressure mid a little bit. But the problem they ran into twice now is that they never, first time they didn't break the alarm bot in garage. Now this time Net has placed himself in garage, so he feels very comfortable at that C side of the map. So they're going to have the read to be able to get on A. It just comes down to Mitch being able to flood in time with a good flash to help. And
Nanoswarms, I think, delay too. Well, first one's deaded. EG were good to wait it out last time. Smoke down, breach stun onto the one side, dart into the back needs to be dealt with. I mean, lighting up a few of these players with that paranoia. It's all delayed, but perfect in timing for Ye to really capitalize.
Come on.
And come online.
Dude, Ye's scaling is so good as well because he's doing this slow scale. He's not dashing into the site, into a cloudburst. He's just using his smokes kind of to allow himself a safe passage, tuck himself into a corner. It means he dodges the mollies. It means that he's not getting caught by, you know, like, if he does get caught by a paranoia, he's not too far away from the rest of his team. He's got backup. I don't think this would work against everyone, but I think it's a really nice idea against the way that C9 are trying to play.
Yeah, definitely. It's a good read on C9's comp, too. If you're just dashing in and the rest of your team gets stuck behind mollies or Viper Wall or whatever
then
it
you're
is,
stuck.
You're cooked. But he's taking his time and finding those kills, too. He's looking good.
And I think that also just is a nice way for Ye to play in general. Like, when I think about Ye, I do think about that slightly slower tempo style that he made
Notoriously
insane on Chamber, right? Where
fair contact into this, or
Drone is going to be expiring
they've
soon
pushed him
enough.
out.
no way you go for this.
Okay.
Yeah, Ye getting anticipated, getting chunked down from a little bit of the decay and then falling. And now this definitely will throw a wrench into EG's plans because they haven't taken that A space early. If they want to go and re-clear this area, Oxy's going to be the bait and play Mitch in. I guess you could try to NB. That's what EG are going for. Might be the best idea to play that just with the Sovereign for post.
Aftershock into the corner. Turret's gone. Not a perch to play on top of. Vic is going to be feeling pressured now. Tested! Zepper delivers though. Creeping ever closer. Oh, there's going to be a try to clear you first, though. That needs to be managed with. What a corner to find yourself in. Aftershock, full util. Being sent your way. No one to take care of the dart! And the Hunter's Fury are throwing the bloody kitchen sink at him to reveal it and to remove him.
Dude, that recon is sick, though,
That
to catch
was.
Oxy on the side there. After he'd already used 2 of his cloudbursts and you catch him in retreat, he had a chance to hit a shot, but it was a crazy shot. Like, he would have had to really crank his arm to get that one. And EG are in a 5v3.
Yeah, locking it down. Side controllers there's plan online. 3 players grouped up from Cloud9. They're looking to see if they can make a go of this one. Potentially if they get kills, they have ults to expend.
Icy having all this
Icy!
Wow.
What a timing! Here's a dog strikes back. Wasn't defended kindly, and Vic is the last one left now. Gotta try and live in this spot, but listen, take a few down with you while you can. EG in...
Like, pretty heavily countered.
Very negated here. So trying to flash forwards.
He's so confident.
Yeah, he really wants to fight. He's been tagged twice! He's been getting nothing done from this spot. Feeling like he really has to make the play.
That's insane from Oxy. Literally tagged twice with a drone, and he's still on the same angle.
He's moving away from it now. Oh no.
Yeah, but how does Derek come this to the rest of the team? No, I didn't shift Oxy off the angle. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, that's so annoying when you're the solo player and use your drone for no value like that, and you know he's holding it. And they're just gonna opt to go for the A hit, but maybe the wrong call because he knows he has C still.
Yeah,
We'll see the setup.
Vic in the corner.
Flash. Vic in the corner. This is Barrel poking forwards. An attempt at a trade. It's not an attempt. It is coming to fruition. Icy gets it given up. And again, contact slow down, moving forwards inside that. Oh, a bit of a spamming connection. Icy is down to barely anything whatsoever. And he's trying to swap around that weaponry, but A Short going to be dominated. Zepper! Oh my goodness. He's lucky almost that he died in that moment. He was almost there. As Net is going to be creeping up from behind. The blades are out. And Oxy, he's seeking to strike straight back where it hurts. Slicing and dicing through them. Superman isolated into that 1v2. He's got to find these kills, but how the hell do you do it? Updraft up towards the top, snaps towards it. Toxie doing backflips and he leaves it to the 1v1. Superman versus Net. Ring around the rosies, Net wins it out.
Classic 4-man A.
Yeah, big push up from Cloud9 here, looking to take the space that is A lobby.
It's the delayed one, though, like they did on the pistol.
Missed the corner. The dog not spotting it. Icy. You can absolutely clean up here, but the smoke's going to be fading away. Dissipating, shorty in your face. Net was that bait. Plays himself and the team in. Hello, Zepper. He's up onto the high ground.
Dude, I would stay up there. I would stay up there.
Yeah, we should have stayed there, I think. Unexpected here. EG, though, have flipped it up.
Spike planted.
Got that seaside. It's open, and it's theirs.
Cypher Ultimate just gave them so much value. Hard retake, but they have Paranoia.
Looking to square up here as well. Paranoia swoops forwards, going to be cutting away the vision. Cloudburst to try and at least play Zepper in, but he's dropped down and out, chopping these players to pieces now. Blades in Ye's hands, but bullets left to try and do good work with it. It's in a 1v2. Up against the Smokers. be able to at least try and make this play happen. April is left. It's dropped down and trying to take the fight to Ye. He'll put you in your
P3 on the pistol. Rough times for C9. In slower moments as well, Mitch's calling did run into some issues with the clock against Furia on this half of Haven. Something that Imi said he wasn't too worried about because they were focused on playing calmly when the clock was low. This trip's a nightmare as well.
Well, they will be able to skirt past, but I think the back of the head potentially spotted maybe.
Timing's
Timing's
everything
right, yeah, I think he's missed the timing. Oh, just spotted the backs.
It's good info. At the very
Chance here.
least.
Hold on, there's knives out. Yeah, I mean, Net is going to be finding, or trying to find at least a bit of a kill. There's one found on the other side of things. Plant down on top of it. Zephyr, though, is miles away. He's got to get a bit of a move on here. EG could speed up.
Zephyr expecting them to go and re-clear them.
And there's a chance, at least. Bullets flying forwards, at least in the garage. Long-range artillery coming colliding down. And now the dissect begins. EG are just absolutely swarming him. Zephyr, they got to know he's miles away. Got the kill earlier. They know that he's going to be late to the scene. And now you have peace of mind. Sticking that plant down. Yeah, he's going to be doing spins and twirls. But he's got the outlaw. Oh, no.
Everybody on EG buying as well, giving respect to the fact that C9 could be going for this. They are a team that's known for occasionally doing it. Not as much as you guys, Valen, but occasionally.
Yeah, in split one, we were doing that like every time we lost pistol. Now it's like 50-50. I won't say when we do it.
Okay.
There's conditions. There's
don't give
conditions.
anything away.
Okay. Okay.
When you think the other team are scrubs, that's the
Honestly, you're onto something, bro. You're onto me. You're onto me.
He's going to be posted. Just slowly seeing if you can take it piece by piece, but EG have got a pretty good idea of things. Guns out. Trying to take this one, but Yuto's flying forwards. Great flash. Great paranoia on top of it. It's C9 trying to at least make some claim towards the rest of the site. They're cleaning up the rest of these players now. Oxy picking up that upgrade. Close quarters is where it's going to thrive. Icy, blink of an eye, scrambling towards the site. He's running, guys, what went wrong?
Yeah, I mean, look at this Viper up as well. This is what you were talking about earlier on, Valen, in terms of trying to get back in through this kind of utility is difficult.
Yeah. And also from EG, I want to see them play more anti-flash spots. I mean, you're going against the Skycom, and there's a smoke at long, and I saw 2-2.
Yeah, he's the only one with the Sheriff. He was the danger player. He got stopped.
Gonna try and stop this. 2 bullets to the dog. Straight down and out. Cloudburst to the corner.
Don't know what that's doing.
Maybe just feigning like he wanted to cut it up entirely, but they're just holding for the refeed. Yay. No more dash to work with. It's gone, evaporated. A pause called for by Cloud9. It comes to fruition again. They're just waiting for EG to play into their hands.
From here, C9 are just going to take their time. You're up 5v3. Eco, take little risk. But you know, going for those reclear plays from EG, I want to see if they do it more. I mean, they still have both their trips up and a deep cam at C, so you don't really need those plays yet. It's eco round, so they're trying to find something, but I hope they don't play like that in the future rounds. It's going to be really tough for them. You got to let your sense of Yuto just play for you sometimes.
C9 so far on their attack as well, focused pretty heavy around doing these kind of slow A focused rounds. I suppose on the pistol they went fast A, straight down short, but just in general, everything's been A-focused for them early on. Are you expecting to see a pivot in this next one? I mean, I would imagine that Mitch is going to change things up, considering that he's got lighter weaponry, opportunity for one of those like delayed bonus rounds here, and just throw EG off if they do make an adjustment based on the A pressure so far.
Yeah, and on top of what you're saying, they have the best tool for that, like, respect towards A. They have Viper Wall now, so EG are naturally going to be scared about A bomb site, losing it like 2-3 rounds in a row, and now the Viper, like, it just puts the Viper in full effect.
Me when I'm walling. That's going to be lurking his way in.
Yeah, that's getting really aggressive down short.
Very difficult for EG. Like you said, they really have to heavy stack of bodies over towards the A side.
It just gives them an option in the late round as well, if they need to go back into net.
There's one trip dealt with, Oxy. Hunting for signs of life. Icy's not going to be giving him anything.
Well, now you're incentivized to go and re-clear over towards Garage. That's what EG will be thinking about. So maybe net can activate, or maybe they can just pop into B.
Flash and the pop, yep. Updraft into the dash. Site's all theirs, all cleaned up now. EG going to be playing it for the retake.
And net's going to go on the longest wraparound. No? He's starting to back up, actually. I thought he was going to try to find his timing through A.
Potentially thinking about it, but hoping he hasn't been timing himself. Ye is looking for the right time to strike. Thinks twice about stepping past Garage. The site needs to be a bit more pressure coming through from them. Cloudburst to try and cut it up. That is just stray shots and fire. Vic is online right now. He's hitting them right where it hurts. The attempt at the retake completely dampened, and Cloud9, they're going to be claiming another.
Almost too easy there, I think, for C9. The ability to get into B fairly uncontested. I mean, my mind was elsewhere. I'm not sure whether Nature used his Aftershock to try to create that timing pressure. Calling from C9. Can't argue with that.
Little one-way. Ult picked up. Vic could use this. So a bit of concern. Good ult into spawn on Haven. Anything that they can cook up with it.
Small adjustment as well in terms of Ye's positioning, right? He's managed to tuck himself into a deep position around A lobby. So if they go back over here, remember that C9's composition doesn't have a drone. It does have a dog, though, and nobody's playing alongside him to break that.
Here it comes. What a shot. Okay.
He doesn't need anyone.
He's caught, though.
Is he going to go up? Oh, he saw it for a second.
That's nasty. Superman going down in the meantime.
Wait.
Derek.
Derek, I mean, he's just out there jiggling what for info?
Yeah.
Just thinking that he hasn't heard it, any sound over towards A long, so C9 were probably backing.
Push. Got to adjust those shots, but Ned is going to be sharp on top of it. Bit of a team flash, no worries though, no one's home.
And C9 again, credit to them, calm in these kind of moments. They've lost Oxy, who's the tip of the spear and often the most proactive, active player for them on the team. But they're still just really diligent with what they're doing. Grouping up together, making their way forwards, net covers the flank. Everything looks calm and in control for the C9 team, despite the fact that they're down. And down fairly heavy, actually, at the half.
You're going to think lost pistol, force up. Off the back of it, though, Cloud9 clawing him back.
Yeah, this was a 9-4 game at some point. And C9 have now got the gap back to only 1.
Over the top, though, with a Shocky. A lot of players do stray shots and fire. Got to be careful, though. Could get your head clean off.
Maybe it was just supposed to be an ult or punish. Looking for the tag, looking for a potential ultimate, because there were a few players, 1 away, 2 away.
Flash and a drone to push him back into the spot, but yeah, they've missed the time on it. No one sticking around over towards C. Instead, it's Cloud9 clearing up over towards A. Good clearance of the dog, too.
But now that they have Ye posted on C, these initiators can start rotating over towards the other side of the map. It's a really passive setup from Icy, just pure A retake, with a cam for retake as well.
Towards Heaven now.
Well, that's wild.
Vic has just stuck that one entirely as well. Needs the rest of his team to help him out. Paranoia gets a connection. Smoke. Heaven dropping down to rejoin the rest of his team. Completely open access towards this side. Derek a little bit late there with a Hunter's Fury. Good connection. No one to Woxy and trying to just pre-aim. Find his mark. It's not going to be finding it at whatsoever. This pit is going to be a nightmare to work in. And against here, retaking with the operator. As I say that, Derek, these are just stray shots that he's popping off and already trying to get into the fight. There's a Cloudburst down onto the floor, but it's all managed here by Cloud9. He got eyes on it. Derek blindly firing, and he's a lottery ticket after this one. EG, that's a pit drop down into a 2v2. Not for those shots, but time's starting to tick away from them here, and the post-plan positioning is good. Time definitely ticking. It's a TP4s to try and cut this one up, and as well sticking it. Derek! It's no longer for the world, and yeah, there is just no time to work with. It's another 1 round out here for Cloud. Oh, yeah, he's got a knives out. It's a smoke in your face, though. Good way for a play. Dart and an updraft, potentially. Yeah, okay, gets broken. He's found a target. That's Vic, decapitated.
He has been hitting.
You will not be taking that gun. Out of bounds. It's 1 kill. Might need a few more, though.
The ecos were working well for EG on Lotus.
Exploring. Dog up, broken early. Starting to the corner on top of it, but EG don't want to really scrap.
Poison's off.
I've got your trail.
Seekers popped. At 58 seconds when the team isn't really grouped up, just info to see if A is stacked.
He's hard committed and stuck this over towards A. They have so many bodies over towards this.
They thought it was an A exec. It wasn't. It was just for info.
It's broken open most of the side as well. Trip's going to be dealt with. B plan is theirs. That's a shot for the wall, and it does find his target. Net dropped down to barely anything. The K, but healed up there by Mitch. Zeppa's ready. Knockdown, drop down. to be clearing out now, pushing out most of these players, and it forces the issue. EG have to try and take this one a bit faster and looser than they were perhaps ready for. No one really ready to break this one. They're all going to be getting detained in a moment. Nothing to break it whatsoever. Derek can't even scurry away in time. Icy's the one who has to really fill in the gaps now, getting a bit of a move on. Now that's one broken in time. Playing against this one into the post. The cage at least obfuscates and hides, but spamming away, tapping away with the rifles in hand. Icy sticking, he's found himself half, but with barely any health to work with.
That's why EG just needs to try to be a little bit more disciplined on the rotates.
It's only
Superman
Icy.
just insta TP heaven, like
Yeah,
not the greatest there, but
going for a gamble on the eco.
they're doing what you want. They have 2 people in B, put the Cypher back towards C.
Yeah.
That camera's going to get a lot of value throughout the round to just keep them in this strong setup here. So it's kind of like an anti-contact trap setup.
I was thinking, though, about playing more of a plant denial on B, but this is aggro.
Yeah, straight up, it's going to be all in your face. These players are going to be right there. And the flash is good. Dash forwards. How the hell is Oxy still finding that? Amidst supplements. Just from behind there with a rifle still, and he is ISOing these fights. That is quick and clean work from Cloud9. Mitch lighting them all up here. EG are left to just stand on their own. Derek and Ye.
And we were asking questions earlier, or Valin was at least. You know, can C9 have the same discipline when they're down numbers early? We haven't seen a round where they've been down numbers early. Nope. They're in 4v2s, winning all the opening engagements. The little skirmishes for map control consistently go the way of C9. And EG can't find that advantaged footing to be able to work from. Yeah, the pauses in the tempo that Mitch is calling here are perfect, but they're also just coming off the back of sometimes miraculous in this round, but normally just clinical, really solid openings. There's no world in which Oxy should be getting that, though.
This dash forwards. This will be Cloud9 up to 11, though. They have been in control, essentially, from a while ago. Fair to say.
They've only won a single round in this half, EG. It was 8-4. It was 9-4.
Honestly, on the player's face,
They won the pistol.
You can tell the pressure's getting to them a little bit, and no more timeouts to interject. They're on their own here.
And this is where that, you know, timeout strat might backfire a little bit, because Potter's timeout didn't get them value.
Yeah.
And now C9 have no reason to hit the button themselves. At least they're going to keep the operator here. I think that's the silver lining to all of this.
Yeah, and if you're EG, I mean, positionally you're in decent spots. I mean, you had a 2-man B trap there, but Oxy just finding that like miracle kill opens up the going for this straight A rush. What a beautiful call from Mitch.
There's going to be players' bodies reinforcing it. Yeah, EG are trying to at least scurry their way back into it. It's a paranoia for a paranoia. Ye just plucks Oxy straight out of the sky, denies that updraft, but another call for a pause by Mitch.
Well, Mitch has also spotted a smoke with a gap in it.
Already seen it. Trying to hunt for it. He's gone fishing. Counter spam CG.
And so this is the first time where we're really seeing Mitch having to call down players and seeing if he can make something happen. And you know what? I mean, they have found another entrance into the C site that EG are looking to play for retake. I don't think Ixie's going to contest this one.
Just tucked himself in through window. It's going to be an open side for them.
But when you're down
got
players,
no reason to rush in.
When you're down players, you do actually need to make something happen here. You can't just sit back in a normal post man. You've got to try to make a play.
There's space for Net. Perhaps Net is revealed. Which is that dart.
What the hell was that?
The fear of God into him, I think, with that op shot, trying to make a go for it. Cloud9, they are dissecting, clearing up a level of this one here, but Net is in trouble. Are committed into the corners. A Hunter's Fury already going to be offloaded. Gets the one tag as well, off into the corner, and it is good for it. Derek lays claim, finds a life that is Zephyr. Vic is left alone to do it all. 1v4. Players are skipping around on a hop, but ISO these fights. Vic can't be doing this to them. It's EG's best chance in a long bloody while, but the shots are missing. And the players are whiffing. Vic is running rings around the man. It's time. It's gone entirely. It's attempted to refight at least off the stun, but it's so slow. It's so orchestrated. Cloud9 are happy to sidestep it and move around and flowing around the map, I should say.
And for EG, what do you adjust if you can't even win a 4v1? Okay, they get the opener on Net.
Yeah, caution to the wind.
Another 3v5 though.
A lot of individual fights being taken, another 3v5 indeed, but this time, okay, you should be ISOing these fights. Everyone's blind as anything. No one's taking a fair fight here. Up into the cage though, absorbing most of this here. Derek from the side on top of it, and Oxy's the last one to do it all from this spot. Trying to ISO it, trying to find these fights, isolated, updraft and away, and this time EG, they do.
EG's adjustment recently seems to be to only leave Derek on A. I think they've read the fact that C9 are not going A. So, beginning of this half, C9 were hammering A, and now they've adjusted. EG are ahead of it, and this time even Derek being able to pick up Net, who's the lurker on that side of the map, applying pressure. It's a one-for-one trade with Icy, though, overall.
Going down makes you want to get proactive. No senti kill up.
Yeah, it's too much to handle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Doubled up in that spot, and this is it. Could be just a round going to
nice
Curtains,
punish.
going to Popman. 2v4 now for EG to stay alive in this slow siege by Cloud9. These attempts at them cutting noise into the mid-round, waiting for the game to come to them, have been working out now, and it's just watching EG bleed out at this point. They need a miracle.
And there was a minute on the clock when they called this noise cut. So there's so much time for Mitch to work with. You can bleed this clock out forever. And Derek and Nature would have to have a round like Vic did to be able to recover this one and stop what should have been a good map for them to get back into the series.
All on Nature.
Slipping
Wait,
completely
if Nature
away.
hits a god stun in this
30
little
seconds
choke
left.
here, he could go viral, but
No, he wants to take it with a gun anyway, instead first, but he's still
wait,
got that
hold your
stun.
nerve, hold your nerve. Oh,
Lets it loose
bit early.
anyway. Players are out wide into the open. The aftershock as well needs to buy time here. But time is something that really is a bit of a luxury. Cloud9 don't have much of it now, but that paranoia and Nana swarm sweeping past. Yeah, you're not long for the world there.
NT, buddy.
10 seconds left.
Definitely
1v4.
nice drive for Derek to do it and to stay alive, keep his team in this series. Dog's making rounds, but he needs to find these ISO fights. Good flick and adjustment, but again, he's not going to be getting an easy fight like that again. Cloud9 are making sure of it. Doubled up, crouched up, trying to take this one. Tripled up, and Cloud9